All right, hey guys. So, another kind of side tech commentary rant. So you all understand how a lot of things are becoming subscription based, right? Okay. I kind of noticed that it's a lot more effective for subscription based services for lesser income individuals, but lesser income in which they can actually maintain that income, right? When it comes to subscriptions, right? You'd think of Netflix, Twitter kind of stuff, YouTube, all these things. But if you think about it, a lot of major things are subscription based, right? Car insurance, um, rent, mortgage, all of these different things in reality are subscription services. And at some point, yeah, you pay it off, right? And ultimately, everything outside of it is on credit. But you're still paying for a subscription service, right? So why would you complain about maybe paying for a cloud service for gaming when you can't even afford to get the PC yourself without financing? If you think about it, why should you be spending $1,400 on a PC when you only make $1,200, maybe $200 a week, part time, and you're financing it? What happens when you lose that income? You lose access, you lose all of that credit, your credit score tanks, and you can't get anything new, right? So, if you think about it, a subscription service isn't as bad as some people make it out to be. Because, on, on one hand, you don't own the actual hardware. But on the other hand, because you don't own the hardware, you're only paying for the access to use it, right? And if you're financing something in your hands, you're technically paying for something you don't own in the first place. Like most cellular carriers will do. They'll allow you to set up a payment plan. You're technically paying for something over time that you don't own. So what's the problem with subscription services? Now, there's where the other problem comes in, where subscription services are starting to become even more profit oriented. Namely Hulu, Twitter, having Twitter Blue, Netflix, freaking all these other subscription services are now raising their premium tier and making an ad tier for their premium subscription, which you'd think is kind of pointless given that most streaming services have a free ad based one. Whereas if you're paying, you're supposed to not have ads, right? But think about it this way. What about those countries who are already known low income? How are they going to pay for these services? I know there's a lot of controversy around Xbox Game Pass, right? How Game Pass briefly announced that they were going to introduce a cheaper ad-based version, which I imagine will have advertisements on the home screen and before and after every session. Um, Theoretically, right? That would make the access to cloud gaming a lot more accessible to lower income so that those with lower income don't have to end up saving a fortune over multiple tens of months to just afford bare bones hardware to do their own stuff when they're already paying, inevitably paying for their phone, their cell service, as well as basically everything else that they need to run their daily life. what's the harm in paying a little more monthly, or dare I say yearly, to give yourself a little more freedom outside of being able to own the hardware? Um, if you have any other thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments. But my conclusion is a subscription service is only bad if it impacts the user base negatively. There we are, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you right now, and peace.